Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel again. This is me. My name's Regev Ben Weiss, in case you didn't listen well enough to the last video. I've decided to do a vlog. This is actually my first ever vlog or any sort of interaction with the outside world, as it were. I've decided to make this a regular thing in my channel. I'm going to be doing this not daily, but every once in a while, whenever I feel like it, because it's my channel. Now, a part of the reason why I can't do this daily is because of my job. Now, just a minute there. Clearly, I wasn't prepared. You can see this is my first time. I work at Intel. This is my card. My tag, my badge, whatever you want to call it. And hours are very strict, and I've got very limited off days. And, well, basically, right now I'm in between shifts in this very second, so that's why I'm a little bit tired. I just finished the morning shift, and I got a night shift tomorrow, so I'm a little rambling. Anyways, in these little vlogs, I'm sorry the camera's just moving frantically. I'm just recording this on my tablet because I didn't really thought ahead and didn't really got an actual camera or anything to properly record this, but I promise it's gonna get better. I'm gonna get the right equipment. I'm gonna get everything sorted out so I can make these videos more comfortable and more viewable, if that's even a word. And I'm constantly pacing, as you can see. Let's sit down for a second. So in these vlogs, I decided to just discuss whatever I feel is relevant at the moment. It's not gonna be a diary or something like that. I'm not gonna tell you guys of how boring my day is, because you guys probably don't want to hear about that. I decided to just talk about everything that's going on in the world of entertainment, or something like that, like movies and television, sometimes maybe even video games, comic books, maybe actual world events, but I prefer to stick to entertainment because I'd rather stick on positive stuff rather than, well, basically the harsh realities of the world we live in, because let's face it, it ain't good. I'll say that much. So, first I decided, in this first vlog, I decided I'm gonna just tell you a little bit about myself. So, my name is Regev Ben Weiss, clearly. I live in Beersheba. It's in Israel. Yeah, you probably left this video by now. But if you stuck around, then good for you. So, I'm 24 years old, currently living alone. Obviously, you've seen my house. I work at Intel, as I've mentioned. Been working there for 2 years. Obviously, I've been in the military 3 years. I served as an ammunitionist in the artillery force. Can't really say anything else beyond that. I can't really talk about my job either, because I'm contractually obligated not to talk about my job. All I can say is I work at Intel, and that's about it. So just don't expect me to discuss anything further than that. Now, my obsession with Legos, as you've probably noticed in the last video, started around 2006. No. A little bit before that. It was through video games, really. It was mostly the early Lego video games, like the Lego Racers, Lego Chess, but it really just spiked when the first Lego Star Wars was released. The first one, not the subsequent ones, the first one about the prequels. That was personally my gateway drug into Star Wars. And that's how I became a Star Wars fan, as you can see. Now, obviously, later, then the second one came, and it was about the original trilogy. That's how I became a fan of the original Star Wars trilogy. And later down the line, the Pirates of the Caribbean. So, basically, every Lego game that came out, I played it, and I instantly became a fan of the franchise. That's all I can say. Look, let's see. I'm looking at the list of Lego games I've got. I've got The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic Park. You get the idea. And surprisingly enough, when I was in the army, that's when I actually bought my very first Lego set. And I probably shouldn't say this, but it was on a very, very small budget. And Lego is very expensive in Israel because of shipping and other stuff like that. And that was basically, I bought the thing, I built it, and well, I said to myself, I gotta have more. And so I have more. It's now several years later. Now, I decided I'm gonna do reviews on my Lego sets because I like them, and toys, say what you will, they're an art form. That's what I like about these toys. They're an art. Yes, their main goal is to make money for the people making them. I get that. You can say that about literally anything, really. You can say that about this shield, about this poster right here, this couch I'm sitting on. Everything's about money these days. Well, it's how it's always been. But I like that toys are ways for the people making them for money purposes, to really express themselves. And Lego especially, because they tend to focus on the smallest of details. And it's once we get to the actual videos, you'll probably see what I'm talking about. And it's incredible. I mean, if you really just look at them from an artistic standpoint and not just as a toy to make money, you'll find out there's a world of just creativity and artisticness, whatever. So that's that. I'm gonna do some reviews on probably I should say showcases, not just reviews, but showcases on all the other toys I have and some of the other merchandise I've collected over the years. Because, like I said, they're even in the smallest of margins, there are an art form, and I love that about it. Now, moving on. I'm also going to talk a lot about some movie news, because it's a really hot thing these days, and I myself, as a fan, I'm subscribed to a number of YouTube channels that follow closely on news and movie news and TV news and comic book news, because I like comic books, and I'll discuss these things, and I'll discuss certain things about movies and TV shows that I like, and certain theories that I may have, and certain insights that I may have that some people may not have. And I want this to be an experience, not just for me, but for the viewers, if I have any. Well, I hope I have a lot of you by now, but I want to just share my point of view of life with the rest of the world. I really hope you can come to sort of an understanding of that. So this is about 10 minutes long. I'm gonna stop this video right now. I hope you enjoyed my very first vlog. By the way, I'm gonna title this vlog as Vlog Number 1. I'm gonna come up with a different name for it, a better one, because, well, let's be honest, it's lame. But what I'm not going to change is I'm going to keep the numbering system, because numbers are very important to me. Like I mentioned, I'm a comic book reader, and comic books are always marked with numbers. And if you really, the really long ongoing titles are in their hundreds, all right? Like the really first ones are almost at 1,000 issues. So I really value that. I think it's important, and I think it shows that these things have a history, a legacy. And I want this to be the same thing for my channel. However long or not so long it may last. So I'm gonna press pause on this, the first ever YouTube vlog that I myself personally have ever done. And I hope to make another one soon. I'm not sure when it was going to be. You'll have to excuse me. But I'm going to be doing my best to bring you some more of this. So, thank you, and have a good night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you live. So, goodbye.